Have you ever had the thought of, I want to move back home to Ghana. I want to settle. I want to set up my business. I want to be an entrepreneur. Go back home and set up something successful. Or you're thinking, nah, I'd rather stay in and be a diaspora and just stay in the UK or the USA or Italy or wherever it is that you may be. Well, I'm joined by one of those that took the leap of faith. Ruth Amoa joins me on The Dentist Show. Ruth.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Good. So, you took the leap of faith and decided, actually, I'm not going to stay in the UK. I'm going to move back home to Ghana. Why?
I get asked this question all the time. I don't know. I was kind of like, I was just tired. I work, all my money goes in bills. Do it every month, the same thing, over and over and over again. So much in bills, so much in transport, accommodation, everything. I just thought, this is it. One day I was just like, I'm done. I literally went into work just like that. And the thing is, because people
were you coming to Ghana back and forth, or?
I was coming at least once a year.
Okay.
And I kept hearing people say, oh, you can't live in Ghana, it's hard.
Yeah.
You know, you won't be able to make it. You'll want to leave after like 6 months. When your money's done, things don't work the same. Everybody said everything to discourage me. And I was like, I am going to do this.
Wow. But before you moved, what were you doing? What was your job?
So I was working with Virgin Startup. So what Virgin Startup did, well, Richard Branson pretty much was the main person who championed the cause for the startup loan scheme. So when it happened, he and the government set up the startup loan scheme. He set up a Virgin company to actually also back the startup loan scheme. And and basically, government was giving him part of the money, and he was actually topping up with his own money. And so he set up the Virgin Startup, and I was the first member of staff that they employed.
Oh wow!
And so what basically I was doing was going over people's
proposals,
business plans, and helping them like fine tune it and apply for funding. So I supported over 2,500 entrepreneurs before I left. Yeah, it was crazy, but it was really, there was so much fun.
Proposals that were coming through? What were some of the business ideas?
Those funny ones, like there was a lot of the Africans wanted to open like cleaning companies. Really? It was very popular, and a lot of them didn't have any know-how, and they just thought free money will apply, and the business plans were just like
not good, not great,
very bad. And then we had a lot that wanted to also take the money abroad. And that's a no-no. And but
what are the type of people that you were supporting when you were at Virgin?
We supported a film company. We supported. Surprisingly, we supported a hair company. A lot of the black girls that were coming in there were trying to start to sell Brazilian hair and stuff. And so that was popular. And we did, I think that for me, that one of the best ones was a lady that was doing workout gear. And she was amazing. And we also supported, we had Richard Reed with us. So he's Innocent Smoothies. And so he also kind of brought other guys that actually had businesses as well, and they people who had sent him proposals, and his crop of people were really, really good. But yeah, we had some cool cats, people who wanted to do movies and stuff like that, and we did support some of these. And then
how much were the money that people would get? What type of?
£10,000, but if you had a propelling case for more, you could get it. So yeah, a lot of people got £10,000 and above.
Really?
Yep. Started up their businesses.
So one day you just woke up and you were like, I'm going back home to Ghana. What was the trigger? There must have been something that you went through, or what? You can't just wake up and say, I want to go to Ghana. Can you?
Yes, you can. I kept going back to Ghana, and I think what happened for me was, I think my parents, a lot of the people that they left in Ghana, in England, are still kind of the same places. So they'd come back to Ghana and they won't have a home, and they're like 70 and they're now looking for land to buy. I'm just like, no, this is not what I want. And they'll come in and they're like, oh, you've done well, you've got like how many houses and stuff. And I was thinking, I don't want this to be my story. So I want to start early, and I want to get something, and I want to try it out, and I'm sure it'll work. And I also wanted my brothers to come to Ghana, so I thought if I did something, they would want to move to Ghana as well, because they're not looking to move to Ghana. So I was like, I'm going to do something to, you know, encourage my brothers to move to Ghana and stuff. Yeah.
And so, okay, so then you've decided to go. You must have called up a friend or two and said, okay, Abna or Adwa,
I did.
Charlie, I'm going back to Ghana. And what was their reaction?
They were like, you need to find a job first. Everybody was like, find a job first before you move to Ghana, because if you don't, you'll be so frustrated. People will promise you stuff, and as soon as you get to Ghana, nobody will mind you. So I was like, okay. I tried to find a job, it didn't work. No one ever called me back. No, actually, I did have a call back from British High Commission.
Oh, okay.
And they didn't hire me, but but and so people were encouraging me to look for a job first before you quit your job.
Okay.
Don't just quit and just come to Ghana and expect that because you're from England, people are going to hire you. But I didn't. I was just going, and I didn't want to pay any more rent. I was just like, I'm done. I'm going. And I kept hearing about people doing so well in Ghana, and I was like, that could be me.
Yeah.
So me too. I'm going. So yeah, people's stories kind of inspired me to come to Ghana.
Yeah. What year did you come down to Ghana?
It was 3 years ago this September.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
3 years. Oh my God.
And you've survived.
I have. I have. It was crazy.
So the first year, how was it? How was the first year?
The first year was hard. Well, it was like a holiday initially.
Okay.
Because the thing is, I'd saved up.
Okay.
And I'd come to Ghana and I hadn't worked, so I was actually like living like I was on a holiday. I got a job. So I was walking around. I found that the government had actually started an initiative like what I was, you know, startup loans. So as soon as I came, I was like, oh, that's a great fit. Let me try and get a job there. So I walked into the offices and I was like, okay, this is me. I'm from Virgin Startup. I've done this before.
Yeah.
And I was thinking in my head, a lot of them hadn't done anything like that, but I had transferable skills. So I was like, okay. And I went to see the CEO and she was like, okay, that's good. You know, do you want to help us out for like a couple of days? Let's see how it goes. Literally on the spot.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah. So I helped a couple of days and she was like, okay, we'll give you a job. And because they had just started. So I literally got a job as a training and development manager for the youth enterprise support.
Okay. And how was that?
It was good, but...
How was it compared to... So you've done this in the UK, startup loans, seeing people's proposals, people's business plan, and then you're doing the same thing in Ghana. What was the contrast?
Is that a trick question?
No, it's not.
Huge contrast. The difference is you couldn't see the money. Like you felt like there was no money. It was like pulling teeth. There was hardly any. Well, there must have been. There was the money, but. I think people were scared to give the money. And the thing about Ghana is everyone's scrutinizing you. Everyone's thinking, oh, they've only done this so they can spend money. So the coordinator of the program, she was very particular. So it was like hardly any money was going to anyone because she was so particular about giving money, because she was getting bashed a lot because she had all this money. So she didn't want to spend any. And she wanted to be very transparent. So like nobody was getting the money. I was like, okay.
But then they're supposed to be support.
You don't want to spend it and then everyone's going to come back and say, oh, you gave it to your friends, you gave it to this party or that party. And so she was very tight with the money. And I was there and it took a while for me to get paid. In fact, I didn't get paid. Oops.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
These are some of the situations where it would be hard for people to come back home because you may get a job somewhere and then you're not getting paid.
And it's not like you don't get paid. It's like there's the system. If you work for government, I think, because do you know what the funny thing is? I used to hear it on radio. You know, you've got a lot of Ghanaian radio stations. Oh, they haven't been paid for 2 years. I was like, oh, look at these silly people working for 2 years and not getting paid. Little did I know, it was so easy to fall into the same pattern. It was crazy. I was like, I worked, I think 7 months, and I didn't get my salary, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna quit because
7 months.
Yeah. And it wasn't just me. Even the coordinator hadn't been paid.
Wow.
Yeah. So it wasn't like she had been paid or people had been paid, and you know, and I couldn't do it. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
So then, what happened next?
So I think the last event that I was doing with government was it was a collaboration with GIPC, Ghana Investment Promotion Centre. And so at that time, the boss of GIPC, her name was Mawina Trevor, Kwamladuma's sister, and she was like talking about how Ghana always wanted to be the best producer of every raw material, but never any end products. So I was like, interesting. Ding, ding, ding. I was so excited. I was like, I don't know. It was like she was speaking to me.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's a good idea. So I went online. I was looking for the raw materials that we had. I mean, the biggest one I could find was gold and cocoa. I knew. Yeah. I wrote loads of stuff. I think I had about 10, and I didn't know half of what the others were. Yeah. I didn't even know what some of them looked like. I have never seen the box size. Okay. So I was like, okay. So out of the lot, what can I do with what? So I started crossing. I was like, gold, nah, too expensive. I can't afford it. I don't have money to fly back to England. How am I going to buy gold and do what with it? And so I started like ticking off. Crossing off the list. Okay. And I think about like 7 down or so, I got to cocoa. And I was like, I remember I used to always criticize Ghanaian chocolate. But the
not just you.
it was too tough. Yeah. All sorts of things. And I was like, I've known Golden Tree for so long. Yeah. And I was thinking the wrapper's been the same. They haven't done anything
changed
with it. Nothing. So I was like, cocoa, that's it. So it was just crazy. I got excited. Yeah. I called up my mum and I was telling her that, this is what I've come up with and I think I can make a business out of it. My mum was like, why you be that? Have you done this before? Ghanaian parents are like, they don't believe anything until they've seen it. Yeah. She's like, yeah, like, are you sure? Can you do this? Is it possible? And I was like, Mum, I've just say, oh, you'll support me and stop chatting. And so I went to I called my brother Andrew and I was like, I need to order this grinder. It was like a grinder for grinding dal and stuff like Indian food. Okay. And so I called him and I was like, I've seen that people can grind beans with this. Can you get it for me on Amazon? Send it to me and I'll pay. So we did that. I went to Ejimako Besiasi, a village in the central region, and then I bought a sack of cocoa beans. I didn't know what I was doing. Came home, so my mum and I roasted the beans. We didn't know how to roast the beans. We just put it in a conventional oven, and the house was smelling like brownies. It was amazing. We got it. We didn't know how to crack it. Yeah. We cracked it by hand. It took forever. Yeah. But it was scary. I didn't know whether it was burnt or it was cooked. So I made my first chocolate. It was it was awful. My mom was like, this is lovely. I had chocolate. She was screaming. She was excited. She was calling up everybody, telling them I'd made chocolate. And the chocolate was like, there's a process it has to go through. It didn't go through that process. So as soon as you touched it, it would melt. Literally like goo all over the place. I was like, oh my God, is this how chocolate is made? I was like, crap. And then like you'd bring it out and then it would literally be like water. It would just run. I was like, but my mum was like just eating it from the freezer. She was loving it. I was like, this is not chocolate. This is not what I want to do. I want to make chocolate. Yeah. And then I went online and I was reading about a process called tempering. So then I was like, this is what I need to do to it to make it work. So I called up my my uncle and I was like, Uncle, can I come and see you please, because I need some. I've quit my job and I want to start a business and I really would love to get a little loan or for you to partner with me or something. So he was like, okay, come. As soon as I went there, he was like, where's your business plan? I was like, I don't have one. He was like, go home and do a business plan and come back. Hey, so I did a business plan.
Home. Stop right there. I'm going to go for a commercial break. We'll be back to hear more about how Ruth got into chocolate making.
Imperial Homes Ghana in Great Britain has carved a niche for itself within the real estate industry as the premier provider of luxury homes in Ghana and England, with a mission to provide safe, good value, modern housing and personalized estate management services to its clients and customers. All our homes meet the Lifetime Home Standard, as well as the highest standards of engineering excellence.
Guba Card welcomes you to the land of gold, Ghana. The Guba Card is a unique loyalty card which gives you the opportunity to enjoy discounts of up to 40% on goods and services. You enjoy discounts of the best of hotels, amazing restaurants, beauty lounges, spas, health centers, fashion houses and shopping centers in Ghana. The Guba card can also be used as a prepaid Visa card with Access Bank, our partners, offering you conveniences on all payment platforms. Applications is safe, secure and valuable. Call us or WhatsApp us on 0245 156 705. Visit www.goobadiaspora.com. Gooba Card, the best discount card in Ghana. With over 1.2 billion people, Africa is a large continent with a rapid economic growth, full of investments and business opportunities. It hosts numerous opportunities for entrepreneurs, businesses, and individuals. As Africa marches towards a better economic future, how do you become part of it? Who can you safely speak to? Where do you start? Think no further. Odana Connects. We have identified the challenges people face in getting the right people and discovering the right opportunities in Africa. Odana Connects will be the platform where people and businesses seeking opportunities in Africa meet and connect like never before. Odana Connect. Join our waitlist for early access this summer at www.odanaconnect.com.
Madam Chocolate Maker.
Yes.
You went to see your uncle.
Yeah.
Your uncle has asked you, where is your business plan?
Yeah. And this
you
is
don't
me
have it.
who has been helping people do business plans forever, and I don't have a business plan and I'm going to look for money. So he was like, where's your business plan? I put one together in a couple of days and then I presented it to him. He was like, this is really good. Okay, I won't invest, but what I'll do, you're my niece.
Yeah.
I will gift you $10,000 and £10,000.
Wow.
And if it goes well, great. If it doesn't, you don't owe me anything.
Oh.
So I took that money. I was like, I cried. I was like, oh my God, uncle. Because, you know, not many people give you that kind of money just like that. And then I flew to England and then I went and got like a few machines, some powdered milk because I couldn't get the right one here. I got some molds, everything. And then came back and then I made the real deal, the real first chocolate. It was amazing. I was like, oh my God, I made chocolate. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God.
So when you made your first chocolate, who did you give it to try out? Who were your tasters?
Family.
Okay. Why did you call it Moments?
I just wanted people, I struggled with this. Like, my brother and I were talking so many days and we were like, oh, should we make it African? And first, I knew I didn't want it to be cliched African name because a lot of people just want to use African things so it will sound very earthy. It's great, but I thought I wanted this to be, it could still go really far with an African name, but I just thought I just wanted to do something different. And I thought Moments, because I thought there were so many different moments and I thought this could be like part of any celebration.
Yeah, true.
So because I knew I wanted to do a lot of branded and customized and personalized stuff, I just thought Moment fit.
So you had your friends tasting it, your family members giving you feedback. When did you decide to sell?
The thing is, I wasn't even ready to sell when I started selling. It was like, people started talking about, hey, oh my God, your packaging. The packaging went through so many different, it evolved a lot. And when people would see the products, they were like, oh my God, I need to buy some. Can you do this with it? Can you do that with it? So I was kind of forced. I wasn't ready when I started selling, honestly. And people were still loving it. I remember I think my first real like paying customer was GIPC.
Okay.
But they didn't feel like they were paying customer because they were part of the journey and the story. So I think after that there was a magazine, Glam Africa.
Okay.
And my brother's friend Eben, he was like, we're gonna do this and you're gonna have to, you're doing this. And I was like, I'm scared, I'm nervous. I was so nervous.
Really? Why were you nervous?
It's like the first event.
Okay.
And I was gonna be there and everyone's gonna be there and they're gonna see me and the chocolate and they're gonna ask me questions. I was like, oh. And Eben was like, you have to come, bring the chocolate. People would enjoy or add to the, I was like, okay. And then the thing is, I hate being late. So when I'm late, I'd rather not go. So I called him Eben and I was like, I'm running late, the chocolate is not working. And I was like, it doesn't matter, even if we're not ready, this is Ghana. People haven't even started. I'm still in my like overall and all this. Come. And I was like, okay. He was like, no, seriously, come. I stayed at home. I didn't want to go. 30 minutes had passed. He was like, where are you? Like, it still hasn't started. Come. I was like, but I'm late. He was like, come. So I got a cab and I went. And when I got there, I was like, oh, I didn't even want to go inside. I was just like, oh my God. I took my trays. I was waiting for my cousins. I'd invited my cousins and they weren't turning up. I was like, how can I enter Africa African region on my own. I was so shy.
Oh.
Looking back, it's so funny. I was so shy.
Was it you're not confident about yourself, or you're not confident about your chocolate? What was it that
I didn't know. I was scared. I was so scared.
Wow.
I was so scared. I was shaking when I was going in.
Nervous.
I was like, Eben, please come and help me. And I was like, but I got there.
Excellent.
Hey, I was you wouldn't have known I was this nervous. And everyone was coming over. They're like, oh my God, is this made in Ghana? How are you making it? I was like, oh, I just started. People were just coming back for the chocolate.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, this is Ghana chocolate. I was like, oh, people love it.
So tell me how many other flavors you have.
So in total, we've got 8 different flavors.
8 different flavors, okay.
We've only got 5 here.
Okay.
So you've got the fruit and nuts.
Yeah.
This is a milk chocolate, regular milk chocolate. This is milk chocolate with orange and ginger.
Oh, orange and ginger.
Yeah. And this is milk chocolate with toffee and Himalayan salt. Milk chocolate. You've got white chocolate.
Okay.
Dark chocolate. And I'm missing one.
Okay. And what's everybody's favourite? What do you think is selling quite?
It's the toffee and sea salt.
Really?
Yeah, I'm surprised because I thought Ghanaians didn't like salt.
Eh.
They like salt water.
Eh.
Undercover salt lovers. But yeah,
wow.
they love that a lot.
I haven't tried this one. What's the one that you made for Gooba? Which flavour was that one?
Can't remember. Coffee, I think, or coffee and toffee or something.
Really?
But yeah, but the toffee and sea salt is very popular. And then you've also got, like, we do a lot of these kind of boxes for events and stuff. Okay. This one.
And these two you brand, you can.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We do a lot of that. So most of the ones that we do for the president and stuff like that, for the visiting guests and stuff like that, is always this,
these
and it's all branded.
Okay.
Always. Let me show you.
Wow.
This has got your. I'm going to open it so people can see. So this says.
It's got my name. We are jealous. I know my viewers are getting jealous. Mahun. DENTAA. Why are jealous? Don't worry.
Oh, God.
I'm going to taste it.
It's nice, really. Just a little bit. I just pinched somebody else's thing. Keep bringing.
I know.
But yeah.
You know what? Right now, the cameramen are looking at me with envy. But in family home, what I see, because it's my name written on here.
Look at his face.
They're jealous. The viewers at home are also jealous.
Oh gosh. Yeah, next time you come to Ghana.
But Ruth, you mentioned about it has been tough. The fact that you've had to sell a lot of stuff before coming to where you are now. What type of stuff have you?
Oh gosh, a lot of things like my laptop, little bits and bobs like phones. You know, you have so many things that you really don't need, and they could go towards your business. So in addition to the money that my uncle gave me, and a little other monies from my cousins and family and friends, I've had to give up a lot of things. Like I didn't have a car for a long time because obviously it didn't make sense to have a car and not have a business. I'd rather have a business
and then
later have a car. And so you'd have to be prepared to give up stuff and not be comfortable. So if you like to be in your comfort zone, starting up your own business is not for you. It will challenge you. You won't sleep. Sometimes I remember one time I hadn't slept for 8 days straight.
Where do you see yourself and your company?
For me, I'd love to have my own little like chocolate, not a chocolate factory per se, but I want like a chocolate world really in Ghana, and have people be able to come there, see how chocolate is made, be able to experience freshly ground hot chocolates from the beans to the cup, and like a whole chocolate experience. So that's what I'm working on now. So hopefully, fingers crossed, sooner or later, you would be able to come to Ghana and experience like our cocoa, like Ghanaian cocoa from scratch. You'll see beans, you'll be able to see us working from the back. That's my vision, and it's happening very soon.
What would be your advice to somebody else that is starting up a business in Ghana? What would be some of your advice to them?
Expats or locals?
No, before we even go there, you're here now, so people starting up here.
Be adventurous. Like, one thing I realized when I came to Ghana is once you start something, everybody wants to do the same thing. Look into doing something different than what's on the market, because if you're doing the same thing that's already existed, then it's not going to excite people. I mean, you can, but flip it, like do something totally different. And I keep saying this and people are laughing. If you're going to do chocolate now, then put spinach in there or something, you know. You remember there was like this deep fried Mars bars and stuff like that. It was popular because it was different.
But it was different, it's true.
So do something different. Do meringue chocolate. Don't just come and do the same thing. Don't come and copy mine and start doing toffee and coffee and all those kind of things. Do something different.
Your last advice to those of us that are still in the UK, wishing and dreaming of coming back home to Ghana, what would be your advice to them?
Take that leap of faith, but be prepared. And don't come and do what I did and be spending and enjoying in restaurants. And if you're going to start a business, I think you can think it through before you come. And you can start doing research on it before you come, because it may not turn out how it turned out for me. So I'm not trying to say that everyone's is going to be like so easy. I keep saying this all the time, that I was walking in my calling. So it was easy. It wasn't easy, but it was, everything worked out. I did, every time I spoke to somebody, they helped. If I, discussed something, they were there for me and stuff like that. But everyone's is different for everyone. So I think, and for me, do your research before you come. And you could call me. I can help you. You know, like I've had a lot of people call me. Oh, where do I get packaging? When I say I make the packaging, how do I do this and stuff? And the same people that have helped me have got me helping other people. Like Eben, who helped me the first event, he sent another lady to come and see me so I could help her. And you know, so I'm giving back in that way by helping other people start up their businesses. So absolutely do some research and be ready, be prepared to work hard.
When somebody says you're successful, do you feel as if you're successful, or do you think that being successful is being rich?
I'm successful in the sense that I've started the product and it's, people are liking it and people want to buy it. But I think there's different, for me, success also comes with the fact that I'm comfortable and right now I don't think I'm successful yet. I'm doing well and I've been blessed and, to get my product out there and it's working, but I think I'm so far away from actually calling myself successful.
You think so?
Yeah. It's early days.
I think
longevity also, I think.
Well, you are successful in your field. You have been able to achieve things that other people have not been able to achieve. So in your own little corner, that is success.
Thank you.
Yeah, because it's not about, for me, success is not about being rich or having lots of money. It's being successful at what you do. Now you've been able to produce, you've been able to employ people to work on your product. That is success. Not a lot of people can say, I have an employee, let alone 6.
Yeah, but people have loads of employees and they're really doing nothing.
Exactly. So, there you go.
If Denta says that I'm successful, then I'm successful. If you say I'm successful, then I'm successful. I receive it.
You are successful.
Thank you. I'm doing my little thing in my little corner.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I think, for me, I think if I can sustain it, that's success for me. Because a lot of people start things and they fizzle out. Like in a year's time, you don't see them anywhere. And I want to be doing this for as long as I'm living. So for me,
but it's about getting investment. It's about
I'm looking for investment and all of that. So my story is nowhere near told at all. Like it will be big, way bigger than this. So
it will be, and we'll be back. We'll be back to interview Ruth when she has got her factory.
Yes, and I've moved out the garage, and the car is in the garage. Everything.
Telling you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. We will catch you guys next week, same time, same place. Stay blessed.